My beloved child, as you come into this quiet moment and allow your body to slow and your thoughts to soften, I want you to know that I am speaking to you now with great tenderness, not because you have done everything right, not because you have figured life out, but because you are mine and my love for you does not wait for perfection. And I see how the day has pressed upon you, how responsibilities pulled at your attention, how worries followed you even when you tried to set them aside, and how your heart has been carrying questions that do not always find words. And I want you to feel safe here as you listen, safe enough to stop striving and to stop proving, because you were never created to carry everything alone. And I know there are moments when you feel as though you must always be strong, always moving, always holding things together so that nothing falls apart. But I am telling you now that strength does not mean never resting. It means trusting me enough to rest. And as you listen to my voice, let it become louder than the noise of your thoughts, louder than the fears that whisper in the quiet, louder than the doubts that ask whether you are enough or whether things will ever change. Because I am not speaking to rush you or pressure you. I am speaking to calm you, to remind you that you are seen fully and loved deeply. And even the parts of you that feel tired, confused, or unsure are not hidden from me, and I do not turn away from them. I draw closer. And I know you sometimes lie awake wondering about tomorrow, wondering how you will handle what is coming, wondering whether the choices you have made were the right ones. But listen carefully. You do not need to solve tomorrow tonight. You do not need to carry future burdens into this present moment, because tomorrow is already in my hands, and the grace you will need then will be given then, not all at once and not too early. And I ask you now to give me permission to hold what you have been gripping so tightly, the outcomes you cannot control, the answers you cannot force, the timing you do not understand, because control feels like safety to you, but trust is where true peace lives. And peace is what I desire to give you now as you listen, not a shallow peace that ignores reality, but a deep peace that anchors you even when circumstances remain uncertain. And I want you to hear this clearly. Your life is not drifting. Your story is not random, and you are not forgotten in the waiting. Because I am working even when you cannot see it, arranging details, shaping paths, and protecting you from things you do not yet know about. And I know that sometimes you measure your life against others and wonder why their journey seems easier or faster. But comparison will only steal your peace and blind you to the beauty of the path I have chosen for you. Because your journey is not meant to look like anyone else's. It is meant to shape you in the way that is best for you. And even the slow seasons, even the quiet seasons, even the confusing seasons are serving a purpose that will become clear in time. And I ask you to be patient with yourself, because I am patient with you, and I am not disappointed by your questions or threatened by your doubts. I invite them, because honest faith grows stronger than silent fear. And as you listen now, allow your breathing to deepen and your shoulders to relax, because you are not on trial here. You are not being measured. You are being held. And I want you to know that the love I have for you is steady and unchanging. It does not rise when you succeed or fall when you struggle. It remains constant through every season. And when the night grows quiet and your mind tries to revisit regrets from the past or worries about the future, gently bring your attention back to my presence, because I am with you now, closer than you realize, and I have not brought you this far to abandon you. And even the mistakes you regret have not disqualified you from my purpose, because I am able to redeem what you thought was lost and to bring meaning out of what felt like failure. And I know there are wounds you carry that ache most when everything else becomes still. Words that were spoken over you, moments when you felt unseen or unvalued. And I want you to know that I was present in those moments too, and I did not overlook your pain or dismiss your tears. And healing does not always come instantly, but it always begins with allowing my love to reach the places you have kept guarded. And tonight is not about fixing everything. It is about resting in the truth that you are not alone and you never have been. And I am inviting you to trust me not just with your strength, but with your weariness, not just with your confidence, but with your uncertainty, because I am gentle with the tired and patient with the growing. And as you listen to my voice now, allow it to quiet the storm within you and remind you that you are safe, you are guided, and you are deeply loved. And this moment of stillness is not wasted. It is restoring you in ways you may not immediately feel, but will one day recognize. And for now, simply remain here, listening, breathing, and trusting that I am near and that my peace is surrounding you even now. My beloved child, as you remain here listening, I want you to stay with me in this quiet space because there are deeper truths your heart is ready to receive. Truths that are often drowned out by noise, pressure, and the expectations of the world. And I know how often you feel pulled in many directions, trying to meet responsibilities, trying to be enough for others, trying not to disappoint. And in that constant effort, you sometimes forget that you are already enough to me, not because of what you accomplish, but because you belong to me. And I see how easily weariness settles into your spirit when you feel that your efforts are unnoticed or your progress feels slow. And I know there are moments when you wonder whether your prayers truly matter, whether your quiet faith makes any difference. And I want you to hear me clearly now. Nothing you bring to me is ever wasted, not a single prayer. Not a single tear, not a single act of trust. Even when you feel unseen by the world, you are fully seen by me, and I am attentive to the smallest details of your life. And there are seasons when I allow things to feel uncertain, not to harm you, but to draw you closer, because closeness grows when you learn to lean on me rather than on your own understanding. And I know how uncomfortable uncertainty feels to you, how much you desire clarity and reassurance. But faith is not built only when answers are immediate. It is strengthened when you choose to trust even when answers are delayed. And I am not asking you to ignore your questions or silence your fears. I am asking you to bring them to me honestly, because I am not threatened by your doubts. I meet them with truth. And when you feel overwhelmed by everything that lies ahead, remember that you are not meant to walk the entire journey at once. You are only asked to take the next step with me. And I will guide you step by step, moment by moment, in a way that protects your heart and strengthens your spirit. And I know there are times when you feel pressure to rush, to fix, to achieve, to arrive somewhere quickly. But growth that lasts is rarely rushed, and the work I am doing in you now is laying foundations that will support what is coming later. And even when it feels slow, it is not stagnant. Because beneath the surface, I am shaping your character, teaching you patience, humility, compassion, and resilience, and these qualities will serve you far beyond this season. And I want you to release the belief that you must always be strong, because strength is not the absence of struggle, it is the willingness to trust me in the middle of it. And when you feel like you are running out of strength, that is not the end. It is the place where my strength becomes most visible. And I am close to you in those moments, not disappointed, not distant, but deeply present. And I know you sometimes compare your journey to others and feel as though you are falling behind. But comparison distorts truth and steals peace, because the path I have chosen for you is uniquely yours, and no one else's timeline can define your purpose. And I want you to stop measuring your worth by speed, by success, or by approval, and start resting in the truth that your worth was established by my love long before you ever tried to prove yourself. And as you listen now, allow this truth to settle deeply, because it will free you from the constant pressure to perform. And when voices around you or within you question your value, remember that my voice speaks louder, and my voice says you are chosen, you are known, and you are deeply loved. And I know there are nights when fear tries to speak to you about the future, when anxiety paints pictures of loss or failure. But fear does not come from me, and it does not have authority over your life, because I am already present in your future, and nothing awaits you there that I have not already prepared you to face. And even the challenges ahead will not overcome you, because you will not face them alone. And I want you to understand that waiting seasons are not wasted seasons. They are often the places where your faith grows roots strong enough to hold you steady when storms come. And though you may not see immediate results, trust that I am faithful to complete what I have begun in you. And I am not careless with your heart or your life, and I will lead you forward with wisdom and love. And as you stay here with me now, let go of the urge to rush ahead. Let go of the need to control outcomes and allow yourself to simply be held in my presence, because you do not need to earn my care or compete for my attention. You already have it fully. And this quiet trust you are practicing now is shaping you more than you realize. And I am pleased with you, not for how strong you appear, but for how willing you are to listen, to trust, and to remain with me even when the way ahead is not yet clear. My beloved child, as you continue to listen and remain in this stillness with me, I want you to understand something deeply important about where you are right now, because this moment, this quiet attention of your heart is not small or insignificant. It is shaping you more than you realize. And I know you often underestimate the power of these unseen moments, thinking that real change only comes through big events, dramatic breakthroughs, or visible success. But I tell you that transformation most often begins in silence, in surrender, in the quiet choice to trust me when nothing around you seems to be changing. And I see how much you long for reassurance that your life is moving in the right direction, that your patience is not in vain, that your faith is not misplaced. And I want you to hear me clearly now. I am never careless with time, and I am never late, even when it feels that way to you, because I see the whole picture while you see only a part, and I am guiding you with wisdom that is deeper than your understanding. And I know how frustrating it is for you to wait, to feel as though others are moving ahead while you remain in the same place, to wonder why certain doors have not opened yet, despite your effort and prayer. But delays are not punishments, and waiting is not rejection. Often it is protection, because there are things I am keeping from harming you, and lessons I am preparing you to carry. And I know you sometimes feel tired of hoping, tired of believing, tired of being patient, and you wonder how much longer you can keep trusting without seeing results. But hear me now, your weariness does not disqualify you. It draws you closer to my strength. And I do not ask you to be endlessly strong. I ask you to be honest, because honesty opens the door for my grace to meet you exactly where you are. And when you feel like you have nothing left to give, that is not failure. That is the moment when you finally allow me to carry you. And I want you to know that I am not disappointed by your weakness. I am near to it, because my power is not revealed through perfection, but through dependence. And I know there are times when your heart feels heavy with disappointment, when things did not turn out the way you hoped, when people let you down, or circumstances changed in ways you did not expect. But those moments can quietly reshape how you see yourself and the world. But I am inviting you now to release the weight of those disappointments into my hands, because carrying them alone will only harden your heart and steal your peace. And I do not want you to become guarded or closed off. I want you to remain soft, open, and trusting, even when it feels risky. Because a guarded heart may feel safe, but it cannot fully heal or fully love. And I am restoring you not just to survive, but to live with peace, purpose, and quiet confidence in my care. And I know you sometimes struggle with guilt, replaying past mistakes, and wondering whether you could have chosen differently, whether you missed something important. But listen carefully, you are not defined by your worst moments, and I am not holding your past against you, because forgiveness is complete, not partial. And when I forgive, I do not revisit what I have already released, and neither should you, because clinging to guilt will only keep you anchored to what I have already redeemed. And I want you to move forward with freedom, trusting that even the things you regret have been woven into a greater story of growth, humility, and compassion. And I know that fear sometimes speaks to you about the future, about loss, failure, or being alone. But fear does not have authority over your life, because I walk ahead of you into every tomorrow, and nothing will meet you there that I am not already present in. And you are not walking toward uncertainty alone. You are walking with me, and that changes everything. And as you rest in this truth, allow your heart to settle, because peace is not found in having all the answers. It is found in trusting the one who does. And I am faithful, steady, and unchanging, and I will continue to guide you step by step, not overwhelming you with the whole journey at once, but giving you light for the next step when you need it.
and you do not need to fear missing your purpose, because what is meant for you will not pass you by, and I am patient with your pace and gentle with your growth. And as you listen now, let this assurance sink deep into your soul, that you are deeply loved, carefully protected, and intentionally guided. And you can rest not because everything is resolved, but because you are held by me, and I will never leave you nor forsake you, and I will finish the work I have begun in you. And if this message touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe.